All right, so now on this one, it says to find the total change in the value of shares of stock described on page 42 in the textbook, first multiply the number of shares of each type of stock by the change in price of each share and then add the results. So now in this particular case, if I owned computer shares, right? If I owned shares in a computer company, right? And there's a change, and then I own shares in a utility company and there's a change, I can figure out if I made money or if I lost money. So let's set this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I own 200 shares in a computer company, but I look and yesterday each share dropped $3. In other words, yesterday the price of the share per share went from $30 down to $27. So it dropped $3. But now I own a utilities company. I own shares in a utilities company. And on that one, I only own 150 shares. But on that one, the price went up $2. So then the question is, did I lose money yesterday or did I gain money? Yeah, I lost money. But what is 200 times 300? Or I mean, not 300. 200 times -3 would be what? Yes, good. I'm glad you guys tacked on that negative. It's -600. And then what's 150 times 2? 300. Is it positive or negative? Good. All right. Now, when I add those up, what should it be? -300. Now, I'm glad that you guys were adding that up in your head. So that means that Mr. Adams in his stock portfolio lost $300 yesterday. This is something very common for people that invest in the stock market. Okay. All right. So some days you lose money, some days you gain money. Now, if I make $600 tomorrow, well then I've gained money. So now you could do this in your calculator in one step. So what I'm going to do is see this stuff right here, the 200, all that stuff. I'm just going to plug that in the calculator. So I'm going to say 200, and then in parentheses I'm going to put -3 plus 150, and I want you guys to do this too, times 2. So go ahead and find the buttons on your calculator, because I know some of you guys are learning how to use the calculators. Find all those buttons and make your screen look like my screen. Now, this will work as long as we don't make any mistakes in the way that we put it into the calculator. The calculator knows that 200 right next to -3 in parentheses means to multiply. And it will follow order of operations, which is nice. But now if I put something in here incorrectly, I'll get a wrong answer. Okay. So when I hit enter, guess what? -300. So when you go to do the SAT, you should probably write out the problem by hand real quick. But now you can double check it on your calculator. What happens if the two answers don't match? Somewhere you made a little bit of a mistake. Okay. And then you can correct that. And that's it for that example.